Hey, I'm Doug Yates with the Real Estate News Channel.
And I'm Mark Cunningham, Doug Yates' identical twin brother. And you know, we never jam like this.
Never.
But because it's our preview to 80s Week, which is next week, we're showing you a little bit of how we can do it 80s style. So what we would like to do is invite you to look at all your 80s righteous tunes and send them to us. It'll be totally rad. We're going to infuse them into the latest real estate and economy news that's out there and see if we can make it interesting. Kind of like this story where we had lies, 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 yeah. Oh yeah. Take it away, Doug.
Everybody knows David Johnson. He is the CFO of Fannie Mae. And guess what? He's stepping down. He's resigning at the end of this year. And I wonder why.
Well, the end of the year is a good time to do it because it's the end of the year, right?
Well, the end of the year, but didn't he just ask for $215 billion just a few weeks ago?
Well, he did. And he was kind of found that by Moody's that maybe they needed a little bit more than that. I think, what was it, the figure?
Yeah, $685 billion is what Moody's came out and said that's what they would need just to get through the storm.
Well, I'm sure that's unrelated. The whole idea that he's leaving because he was just off by, I don't know, a few decimals or something like that. Yeah. I'm sure it has nothing to do with it.
Well, I do know one thing. Since he's resigning, you really ought to look him up because he's going to be available to do your taxes come April.
Why are you breathing so heavy, Doug? You know, Doug, we often like to keep these stories in the family, so we're going to stay with Uncle Freddie and Aunt Fanny at this time. And that's because a big story is developing. So listen to this. You know, when they were hurting, they needed some money. That's why TARP came out to try to prop them up and to keep them afloat so that they wouldn't collapse, right? And it was very controversial whether or not that was a good idea or not. The idea, though, was to stabilize them and to put the monies into their system so that we wouldn't have any issue. The idea that came out of it, that maybe the problem is that they were paying some of their executives legal fees based on the different scandals that were going on through this whole crisis. In fact, it may have gone all the way back to 2004, and as early as just these robo-signings, that taxpayer dollars are being used to pay these legal fees.
Okay, wait. What did you just say? Taxpayer dollars?
Yeah.
Taxpayer dollars are paying the legal fees?
Yeah, you know, taxpayer dollars.
Oh, okay. So now taxpayer dollars, as in our money, are paying these fees.
Well, Doug, look, they're entitled to public fees to be able to help pay for their defense,
really?
Right? Yeah, it's called the Public Defendant's Office and not the IRS. Last time I saw, they're not really public. In fact, they don't even like you very well unless they want to talk to you, which is a bad thing.
Check these guys out. This is unbelievable. We're going to continue on this story. We're going to follow it. We're going to see where it leads us. Maybe it goes right down a rabbit hole. We don't know, but we're going to follow it, and we're going to keep you abreast of what's going on.
Here's your tip of the day. Using a little humor and holiday cheer to increase your clientele. So listen, we've got a large database that we've collected, and in this modern world, you probably got a lot of emails of the homeowners that you worked with. Well, there's two things that we are suffering from. One is lack of funds and probably lack of creativity as to what we can do to reach out to our homeowners. So if you can laugh at yourself and become somewhat of a comedic person, you can actually reach out to your homeowners by going to one of these websites that creates one of these email jingles, and you can send out to your clients just reminding them that, hey, thank you for the business we had this year or in the past. And remember me if you want to send off to any other people who are looking for a real estate agent, because I'd love to have their business. Because it's fun, because it's silly, they're going to have fun, and they're probably going to forward it to some of their friends, which will also put you into their homes. So don't be afraid to laugh, because laughter is the way to get into someone's heart.
Hey, we want to thank you once again for watching our show with us today, and we want to thank our sponsor, Exit Realty. And we want to mention of Christopher Asperger. He is a new agent with Exit that came over because the technology and what it did for him the first week, he got a listing right away. Way to go, Chris.
Way to go indeed. It's phenomenal. Speaking of technology, use it, ladies and gentlemen. Make it work for you. So take this little video that you just love and forward it on to people. It helps you. It creates a buzz. It creates a link. Put it on your Facebook. Tweet it. You know what? You can even copy it and put it on your website. All those things help with your social media. Plus, it makes you popular with all the ladies and the dudes.
And you can also print out our pictures and make pillowcases out of them. It's pretty cool. You guys have a great day.
See ya!
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
The best 8th grade makeout song was Journey, Open Arms. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
So what was yours?
Rick D's, something about a duck?
You never did have an 8th grade makeout, did you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
It still hurts.